let's start sharing the screen. Okay. And is everybody seeing that?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, let me move that over there. This, I gotta move it out of my way. Okay. Um, this one's called Bath.
This is mine.
That's yours.
Oh, yeah.
When did you take this photo?
It's pretty much self-explanatory, you know.
Yeah, I know it is. It is. How long ago did you take this, or this is current?
Off the top of my head, probably 2 years ago.
I love the motion, the movement in the photo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is I guess it's in the shade, if I remember correctly. And actually, it was this one. I thought I'm almost positive this was at Zoo Miami in the aviary. And then he was just taking his bath, and I said, "Oh, I like this shot."
The lighting. How did you get that? Was it just that the lighting was just perfect, just hitting him directly, or
Yeah,
did you?
yeah. This is ambient light. I very seldom use flash.
Yeah, you just happen to have a really perfect lighting on this thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Good shot.
Good shot. Very good shot. I almost sent something like this. Who's this?
That's mine.
That's yours?
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Rondo.
That's ICM of water.
Of water.
Yep.
Now I feel like I should have included one that's similar but not the same. But I felt it looked very much like a wallpaper, you know. And I was like, that's when you start second thinking, having doubts about things. But I do love these photos, by the way. I much call it more into the color field photography with the blues. Still love it though.
No.
Ooh, who's
Ooh,
this? Who's this one?
Okay, that's mine too.
well, that's a hard bird to catch there.
Man,
Yeah,
Palagomito.
They are speed demons.
the I took that picture quite a few, maybe a couple of years, maybe no more than that. And I got him going into the water, and then because I lost him for a minute, and then I was able to catch him again on flight, and then I got him again with I didn't put it here, but I got him again with he got a little fish in his mouth flying away.
Wow.
Yeah,
This one is
well done, well done.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
It's excellent. Can I ask you a question about the background?
uh-huh.
Because I see it, it's did you manipulate the background in any way? It looks kind of like
No,
manipulated or just that's just the way it looks.
no, it's I was shooting with I think it was shooting with my lens was all the way to 500, I think.
Uh-huh.
5.6. So I was pretty far away.
Pretty far away.
Yeah, and this is a crop of the
The
picture.
photo.
Yeah.
With your Nikon, the
Nikon
750,
D500, I think it was.
D500. I still love
Back,
my D500. I won't get rid of it.
no, me either. That's one hell of a camera.
That's one hell of a camera for
still
birding.
have mine.
Huh?
I
Would
still
you?
have mine.
Yeah, you still have one. Everybody that's had a D500 will not get rid of it.
No, no, I won't sell it. No.
Yeah. Excellent camera. A great photo, Rolando. The camera had nothing to do with it. You did a great job.
Thanks.
I've probably missed this shot 1,000 times.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh, this is mine.
I like this.
I do. When I'm on this was taken on South Africa on one of my trips there, and every time I look out there for a scene, I always look behind me because I'm amazed at how many times the shot that you really want is behind you. And we were actually close to a water hole, and there was an elephant herd on the water herd. And I looked behind me, and they had this storage tank that where they store water for drought periods. And then then I spotted this. And actually, my favorite picture of that stop.
I love it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
But I would crop it up. Yeah, I would turn in mine. Let me just say that. I would do black and white, and crop it and do a bunch of stuff. But I love the photo.
Oh yeah.
I love a photo. You know, great shot. Oops, sorry, I'm on a different screen. Gotta go this way.
Another one of mine. I put up quite a few this time. One
Hey,
thing
I'm not
about birds that
complaining.
amazes me is when it rains, they just stay right where they are. They don't try to hide or get under cover or anything. They just wait it out.
That's cool.
It's cool. Unusual colors.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a reddish egret. It's on.
Ah,
They're more common in central Florida. Not so very. Actually, kind of a rare sighting this far south.
Yeah, I really like it. More for I think the colors really just sort of like pop.
Yeah.
And I like that you can tell it's raining. Yeah, a while back ago I experimented with taking photos in the shower with the rain with the water pouring down me, and I was like, it doesn't look like I'm wet and I don't see any water. Sometimes it gets really tricky. I was like, I gave up, like screw that. This takes too much time.
You can't go with that high speed stuff. Got to slow that shutter down a little bit.
Oh yeah, but I was like, yeah, I was trying to do this something quick, and I'm like, yeah, nope, no. And actually, I had a great idea for a photo, but then again, I was like, okay, I have to go buy a really large because what happened is again, I was on the streets, traveling with my husband, and this homeless person with a big raincoat, and it was just billowing through the wind in the corner, and I'm like, oh, that would look so awesome. Now we just need some freaking rain. I'll put, I'm thinking like, I'll put the sprinklers, I'll put a fan blowing it, and I just need to get this. And then I'm like, great. You need a whole production company. Become Annie Leibovitz.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen what she goes through to take a photograph?
Nah.
No.
Oh my God. She has like 40, 50 people assisting her. I mean, it's a major production. And then she never edits her own photos. She has a professional Photoshop editor where she sits, she stands over him and says,
Ah,
do this, do that. I want that darker. I want that lighter. Pull this forward, pull that back. And, it is her work. I mean, honestly, it's 100% her work. The guy just has the knowledge that she lacks, and she just directs him how she wants the photo to look. And I wish I had that kind of money,
Yeah.
you know?
actually, one of the photographers that I go on trips with, he
Uh-huh.
does it for a living. He's a retoucher. That's all he does. And
You know?
he has some pretty famous clients, but he doesn't. He won't drop names.
No, he won't. They won't. They won't.
But he
This
won't.
was an actual, it was one of her courses that I took, and it was very impressive. I was more impressed by the guy doing the editing because it was so subtle. I mean, the stuff she wanted was just so subtle. And he was just, to him, he was like practically bored, as he's like, okay, yeah, okay, 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 whatever. You know, I wish I had those skills in Lightroom and Photoshop.
I know what you're talking about though, because I was on South Beach one time about a couple of years back, and they were doing I don't know, some swimsuit company was doing a fashion shoot there, and
Uh-huh.
the photographer, he had at least 15 people, either holding, moving around, holding stuff for him, directing light, the whole nine stars.
Ah, shoot.
But it was quite a production.
Damn it. I just remembered a photo the photo I was looking for this for this one. I forgot all about it, and now I just remembered. Oh well, I will not find it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That woman was so freaking pissed at me. She wanted to kill me. She demanded I deleted the photos. I told her I did. I lied.
I've had that happen a couple of times.
She was on Miami Beach, uh, in the Deco Drive, and the awning. It was a bad photo. I mean, it wasn't good for her. The awning over the Starbucks blew off and dumped all this crap on her, her kids, and her husband. And they're all like, disgusted. And it was, oh, it was, I just couldn't help it. Take pictures, take pictures. You know. And she was Spaniard, which in Spain, that is illegal, by the way.
Yeah.
You cannot take photographs of people without their consent.
That's quite common in Europe now, matter of fact. It's
Yeah.
not, it's not just Spain.
When I was in Spain, I really didn't have any issue. Now, if it's a large gathering and it's not one specific person, it's okay. So if you're just sort of like taking a picture and there's just a lot of people there, that's fine. But if you're specifically spot one person, and most of them don't care, but they could, and then in that case, you just have to delete it and move on.
What I found out in Spain is that the best thing is to use your phone. Nobody complains about you taking a picture with your phone.
It's but I think it's also changing for the most part. I mean, everybody's photographing everybody with their phones and a camera. I mean, I think it's just ubiquitous. And
Hmm.
everybody's doing YouTube and doing this and doing that. Probably old people are more upset. Okay, who took this photo?
This is mine.
Love
That's
it.
nice.
Oh
Sorry, I
yeah.
had to go back to it. I love the photo.
Uh,
That's very nice.
yeah, I think if I remember that I was at the Renaissance Festival. Matter of fact, I'm sitting at a tip because I can see I can see one of the afternoon showers coming in. And I was just sitting there I was waiting for an opportunity to take a photograph. And then the sky opened up and I spotted this lady and her child. But I actually posted this one for a reason, right? And there's a big debate going on about AI right now, whether to use it or how you use it and everything. In the actual photograph that I took when I framed it in camera, the I actually cropped maybe the top half an inch off the top inch off this umbrella. That was the
Uh-huh.
original frame. So I asked AI to add to redo it, I guess the top inch of the photo and see what came up with. And this is what it came up with. Some people call it cheating, I don't know.
Ooh, that's an interesting topic.
Yeah.
I know one person that got really in a lot of trouble with that. Steve Curry. Remember the Afghanistan girl photographer?
Hmm.
He got into a lot of trouble for editing out some photos and removing things.
Yeah.
People got on his case. It was like he took a stop sign off, and it became a big sting because he was supposed to be a journalist, and journalists shouldn't be
Oh yeah,
editing the photo.
that's a different story of your journalism, right?
But he's like, I'm just a photographer. I'm not a journalist. He tried making, look, it didn't stop him from being a great photographer. Okay.
Yeah.
But I personally don't give a shit that you added a bit of the umbrella. To me, that's just editing with AI. I mean,
Yeah.
one of my photos is I had asked AI to sharpen it because it was soft, and I'll tell you which one it was. I don't see anything. I mean, I tell you, most people would have an issue with telling, Lightroom to sharpen their photos.
No,
That's
that's what I meant.
AI.
Yeah.
That's AI.
Yeah.
Now, telling AI create a picture of a woman holding an umbrella and protecting her child, that's a different story.
But here's my philosophy on AI, right? I've actually done it on more than one photo. Like when I take a picture, like maybe of a bird in flight, and I clip the very tip of his wing off. I've asked AI a couple of times to see what it does by adding on, and it doesn't always work, right? But for me, as long as you have, to me, this was the original scene. I haven't added anything in there with AI that wasn't there.
Uh, good point.
And I think that's really, really critical when you start talking about AI and in photo editing. It's removing stuff. I don't really have I personally don't have a problem with using AI to remove stuff. In terms of adding things, if you don't change the context of the image, which in this situation you did not, you just completed the image. I don't see an issue with that.
You know,
that's my philosophy on it also.
you know,
That's really one that I put this as an example for a reason, just to have a little bit of debate on it. But I
you
do
know.
Well, still a very
I
nice
do like the
photo.
picture
It's a
anyway.
great photo. I don't think it detracts that you added the bit of the umbrella. You know, I mean, I like Reddit. It's a website. I don't know. Some people are very familiar with it, but there's a couple of groups that are specializes in identifying AI photographs and AI images. And
Well,
the
sometimes you can tell.
oh, there's a lot of ways to tell, but as somebody pointed out, all that subgroup is doing is teaching AI how to make it look less like AI because it's data mining them, and it's like, look what he did, you know. There's a lot of little things. Sometimes I don't catch it, and then there are times where it looks like AI, but it's not.
Yeah.
There was a photo in the newspaper, the New York Times, and somebody's like, "This got to be AI. Look at this corner. Look at this. Look at this part of the photograph." And it was like the New York Times said, "It is not AI. It was not manipulated. It is just an artifact of the photograph. It just that corner looked funky."
Well, you have degrees when it comes to AI. It's one thing to use it to manipulate maybe a portion of a photograph. It's another thing totally different to create a photograph with AI from scratch. You know what I mean?
Or
Exactly.
change the
And try to pass it.
or change the image to mean something different with AI. That's the other thing that
I agree.
I get nervous about.
You know,
Now, I get upset when I go on on Facebook to one of my groups and I see somebody who has obviously created a landscape photograph from scratch in AI and tried to pass it off as a photograph that
see
they
what I
took.
like
Hmm.
is now Leica has implemented in their new cameras. I know Nikon and Sony, I am sure Canon also has agreed to this, but I don't know if they have actually produced a camera that does it, which is a signature. It's not a copyright, okay? It is encoded into the photograph itself, and it tracks any edits done to the original photo.
Ah,
Okay.
that's none of their business.
Huh? What'd you say?
I don't think that's any of their business.
Well, the thing is this is it's just they're looking at it as in the future, we're gonna need to know if a photo has been edited or not. Is it an original or is it a fake? Think of it as in newspapers. When a photo is no longer credible, you need to be able to prove. Now, you can't look at this data. If you need to know if the picture has been edited or has been modified in any way, you need to go to Adobe. Adobe will read the data and report on it. The reason that they did that is if you make it available to somebody, somebody's going to reverse engineer it and fake it. So it's meant for the news organizations. My cameras have it. Leica had issues with it. It locked up the camera several times. But it's embedded into the photo itself. Don't ask me the how it does it, but it will keep track of the photo edits that have been done to it. Just interesting to know.
I just thought it's worth the discussion. Ah, nah. Yeah,
That's got to be you,
Hey,
James.
that's
is
fine.
that you? Is that you on the surfboard, James? It kind of looks
Oh,
like
no,
you.
no,
In
no, no,
Hawaii?
no. I was out there, but it wasn't, this ain't me. I call this graybeard. That's one thing about Hawaii, right? You're never
Uh-huh.
going to hit the water. Like you got surfers out there from 9 to 90.
Well, it's a great shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The sad part is this bay that he's surfing in right here called Pohiki
Uh-huh.
is completely under lava now from all the eruptions.
Wow.
This was a great local, not so much a tourist spot. This was really just locals primarily knew about this spot, but it's gone. The whole bay was covered by lava.
But isn't that just being in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Isn't that just being in Hawaii?
Oh, I love Hawaii.
It's very unique though.
That's
It is
one
the
of my
most
regrets
unique
leaving
island
there.
chain out there, and it's not produced like other normal
Mhm.
islands from volcanic eruptions. It is rather unique. I read a documentary on it. It's amazing. It's an amazing location. I've never been there. Would love to go
Ah,
one day. Oh, beautiful.
one of my favorite places on earth.
And here's your other favorite
And
place on
so is
earth,
this one.
Africa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is mine. We had
Wow.
we had pulled up this little lake, and this is in Kruger National Park in South Africa. And we pulled up this little lake, and there was a bird hide. We actually went here to shoot birds. There was a bird hide, and as soon as we sat down and took our cameras out, this small herd of elephants came rolling in and decided it was playtime.
Really nice photo.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And
Again,
then,
another place. Oh, and I can see there's a giraffe in the background.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I do a trip to Africa, I will be talking to you.
if you like shooting wildlife, a word of warning: you have to go number one because it's just a paradise for wildlife photographers. But if you go, be warned, it's like heroin; it's addictive.
Um,
You're going to want to go back.
And for dolphin, you're probably gonna have to use more than a 28 millimeter on
yeah,
that trip.
no 28 millimeters. But I can show you. I'll show 28 millimeter photos of elephants and birds.
Yeah, this was a D500, and I was shooting with the back then. I was shooting with the 200 to 500, the 5.6.
I love that lens. That's another lens I would not get rid of.
Yeah, this is like maybe about well, this is probably two-thirds up, racked up two-thirds, maybe around 330, something like that.
No, I have known that there's some 200 to 500 that aren't very sharp. Like there's like, but for the most part, every 200 to 500 I've ever seen have been sharp as a tack.
Yeah, it's a very underrated lens.
It's an incredible lens, and for the money, you can't beat it.
No.
I don't know if the new one's any better or just the same. They have another, but the new one is at half a stop slower, 6.3,
Yeah.
and it goes to 600.
Hmm. And
I'll keep my 5.6, 200 to
You know,
500.
and
I,
it weighs half a kilo less or 1 pound less.
yeah, you're throwing on a crop sensor like on the D500, you're shooting like a sec. It's really like 750,
Right.
Yeah.
the field of view. But
Yeah,
I
do
never
what I
had any
did when I
friends
got
out
my
there.
200 to 500. I used it as a weight. I would walk around the house using it as dumbbells. Lift, 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 put over here, put over there. After a while, it doesn't seem that heavy anymore. You get stronger. But beautiful shot. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Mine also.
yeah, no, you always have the best locations.
This is a Yellowstone, what they call the lower falls. And if you time it right for about like 9 months of the year, if you time it right, you have this rainbow at the base of the falls for like 15 minutes. And it's right when it's not at sunrise because the sun has to be high enough to on the left hand side,
Uh-huh.
high enough to cast sunlight all the way down to the bottom. So it's usually like 9:45 or 10 o'clock. There's like a 15 minute window where you'll get this rainbow at the base.
Yeah, you can tell by the shadows on the trees and the people here. Some of the tiny,
Like people give you a sense of scale. You catch
you
it stuff
know.
there.
So James, how many you and how many more people that were there taking that picture?
Huh?
How many more people that were there with you?
Probably about 8 or 10.
Oh, that's nothing.
That's not bad.
No,
That
it wasn't that bad.
that's not bad at all.
Uh, there were
I've
a
seen
lot of
some
people
places.
there. You know, but I was on. I don't know if you've been there or not. I was on the upper level that they have at the platform, and most
I've
of the
never
people
been
down on the
there.
lower level.
Um,
But I did my research on this one. I knew what time to be there.
ah,
I wanted that rainbow.
Oh yeah.
awesome.
Cool. Very nice.
Again, James.
Yeah, mine also. I put in quite a few of these because I like water. This is a Renaissance festival again, and this is the dance group that performs there every year. And they had that big parade at noon, and they were walking around in the parade, and about halfway through the parade, the sky opened up and just put a downpour, right? And they just took it in stride. This is after the parade broke up and they're returning to their stage.
I was gonna say at least three of the four took it in stride. The fourth one over there, she doesn't look too
He looks
happy.
miserable.
Actually, the two more on the left hand side, there's two more, but they look miserable too. So they
So,
got
so,
cut.
so you used AI and took them out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
but
old cropping.
this AI took them out. Yeah. I just like how they do. They have
Yeah,
they're soaked to the bone. You
they're taking it in stride. Though
know?
well, that's how
Oh,
you should be anyway. Enjoy life,
yeah.
you know. Not a big deal. Yeah.
That was definitely wet, though. They were definitely wet. Oh, love it, love
That's that. That's one of mine.
it.
The
Great.
this two of our grandchildren doing some tubing. I actually have two versions of this. One where uh, she looks like she's screaming, and one with him. And I looked at him and I said, I think having him scream while she drives is more
Yeah,
fun.
it's like shut up, go down.
Well, Surf Savage.
I love it. I love that photo.
That's a lovely
And I
photo.
love that it says Surf Savage on it too.
Yeah,
Definitely adds to the photo.
yeah.
Well, beautiful, beautiful.
Great shot.
Thank you. This this is one of mine. This is
Uh-huh.
last August when we were in Key West and the skies opened up, and this guy had been probably standing outside already for about a half hour, and
I'm
he was a really nice guy. I had a great conversation with him,
gonna have my
but
beer no matter what.
well, I was standing underneath an awning, and it was pretty tight underneath there, and he didn't seem to have a problem standing out there, so it was fun.
No.
It's great. It's another great photo.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Right attitude, just like the girls. He had the right attitude.
Yeah,
Whatever. I'm dressed for the wet weather.
yeah, he certainly was. More so than I was at the time. I'll tell you that.
Mm, awesome. See, that's sort of like Sal Lighter,
Yeah,
kind of photo, where you're, and I love the colors. The colors are awesome.
yeah.
And the
This
corgi.
is
Yeah, I'm gonna
another one
keep
of mine.
going, Dave.
This is along the Detroit River in downtown Detroit. They've put in when it's all said and done, it's going to be about 7 miles of walking along the Detroit River. It's reclaimed industrial property, and they've got two plazas. This is at one of them, and they've got this fountain in there. And there was actually two dogs, and they were just having kind of a good time. And I liked this one of the sequence that I had. He was just kind of laying there and just happy as could be.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's wet.
Let's say, that's definitely chilling out.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
Yep. And this is one of my granddaughters at a swim lesson, and
Mm.
she was about as soaked as you can get.
Yeah. Well, she looks like she's having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, she was.
You know, my kids for a while hated going to the swim classes. Oh my God, you would swear I was taking them to get tortured, you know, until one girl there was loved to swim, and then Christopher decided, oh, he loves the competition and he couldn't be act wimpy, so he just became a fish afterwards just to
Yeah.
compete with her, you know.
Yeah.
It's adorable. Yeah.
And so being that I'm from Michigan, I had to bring in some frozen
No,
water.
frozen water.
Yeah.
This was a park near where we lived that I would walk through regularly, and this was after one of the right after a snow. There's nothing coming down, but it's a nice little coating on everything.
Yeah, no footprints.
No, hey,
Yeah.
no, you're right.
Mm.
No footprints. That's a rarity.
Well, if you get there soon enough after it stops, you can avoid that stuff.
Ugh. Oh, winter. Been ages since I've seen snow. Oh, I like
Well,
that.
this is neat.
This is mine. This is at Murakami. Me and a friend just got there, and as soon as we got inside the building, it got one of them afternoon showers coming down. So we just sat by the door. I was standing right there by the door waiting to go out and spotted this. It caught my eye.
That is cool.
Oh yeah, that's a fun one.
Whimsy. Yeah. Desking here. Ooh.
Ooh.
Mine also. Uh, Zoo Miami. This tiger has come out of his look when he first came out. I guess wherever they keep him, right? He started playing with this coconut, and then he drug it. He carried it all the way down to that pool and started playing with it in the water. Yeah, I said, "Thank you. I'll take the shot."
Yeah.
You know also when the tigers come out.
Yeah, this one. This is the one that I guess died about a year ago.
You know,
James, is Zoo Miami a pretty good place to go for just kind of some fun photos?
Yeah, I like it. I'm a member, but membership is pretty cheap if you
but
like to
you
get.
got to go right when it opens.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I wish it opened earlier because you're there in the heat of the day,
Ooh.
so you only
Open at 10.
so me yeah for me like July, August, September out I don't even bother. It's just too bloody damn hot.
You know.
But
And
yeah, I
the
like
animals don't like it when it's hot either.
yeah. But it's a if you like shooting animals, it's a for me. I started going to the zoo when I knew I was going to start going to Africa. I just wanted to get my wildlife technique down a little bit better than what it was, and I sort of got hooked on the zoo.
Now, we did have a couple of videos on our channel with what's his name? James. He's retired now from the
Ron McGill,
Ron McGill, yeah.
yeah,
Let me know, Mike, if you want me. I'll try to send you links to it because I know Barbara likes to hide everything. so you'll never find it. She doesn't publish them, which I'm trying to
Well,
work
if
on
you tell
that.
me a link, if you tell me a link, I'd appreciate it because Detroit has a pretty nice zoo too, and it's as James pointed out, it's nice to go there and practice because usually the animals are a little bit slower, and you can work on some techniques and see some interesting interesting animals while you're there too.
Yeah,
So
and he's a good showman. He really does a great job talking about it and his techniques and how he does the street photography.
Well, the
Oh,
thing
to
is,
him, it's street photography. He has access to the zoo.
yeah,
if you plan on going twice a year, you might as well become a member because
You know.
yeah,
But Mike,
that's what the way
you're up
most of these
north, aren't
places are
you?
set up.
mm,
Pardon?
Where do you live, Mike? Aren't you living like in Broward?
No,
Or
I'm on Plantation Key.
oh, okay.
okay, that's
You
pretty
gotta
cool.
go the reverse order. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I've learned is everything is at least an hour drive for me, so distances
Yeah,
don't bother me a lot.
yeah, it's just become normal.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Oh yeah.
This is one of my favorite photos, my personal favorites, right? These two young men are my, I guess, great nephews, and we were at Disney World. And typically, we got one of them afternoon showers. And to me, this tells a story about people. All the adults, the rain is a nuisance, right? So they're all sheltered back in the back, right? But to the kids, it's just an opportunity, another opportunity for fun,
Yeah.
you know. But actually, my niece has this framed on her wall.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, do you know the kids? Are they're your family members?
Huh?
Are they your family
Oh
members?
yeah, they're my great nephews.
Oh, awesome.
The two young men, yeah, two young guys. Yeah, yeah. I was out there. We were out at Disney with a family excursion, about 12 of us. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Disney. I can't stand the lines.
Oh God, it's gotten more expensive.
Yeah.
I was thinking of going, but I don't pay to go to Disney. So
So James, I have a technical question for you.
Yes,
What do you do to protect your camera gear in the rain like that?
I don't worry about it. That's one thing. That's one thing I've learned about my Olympus is it's very highly rated for weather resistance.
Okay.
I've, I've actually photographed in a downpour, and so far I've been lucky. I've never had a problem.
I will say that I have photographed in the rain with cameras that are not weatherproof, and I've never had an issue.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think there was like, I'm not under a waterfall, you know,
Yeah.
but a light rains, most cameras can take it.
Well, I'll be honest. When I was shooting both Olympus and Nikon, when I had my Nikons, I always carried a plastic bag in my pocket. Just like from a grocery.
Yeah.
And that was all I ever put on top of my camera if I was shooting in the rain. But with my Olympus, I don't even worry about it. I mean, I don't push it to crazy to being crazy, but I really don't even think about it.
Well, I
I
mean, in this photo, it looks like it's raining reasonably hard.
Yeah,
But were you in the rain itself or were you undercover?
I was 50-50 on that.
50-50.
Yeah,
Okay.
some of the rain was coming sideways.
Yeah, you can't help it. You're gonna get splashed on.
Yeah. Then we had a little cover that was probably good for about 8 people, and there was probably like 15 trying to get in there, so they kept getting pushed out. Another one of mine.
That's amazing.
This one of my favorite birds. I can't if I got calm water and they're out there fishing, I'll spend hours with these guys.
What is the name of the bird?
It's called a black skimmer.
The black skipper.
Yeah, and if you look at them with their eye, you can't see it with this one, but their beak, the lower beak is longer than the upper beak, and they will actually run like this with their beak in the water, they will catch a fish, flip it, and eat it in the air.
Yeah.
Are
It's all
you
about,
all still seeing the image, or are you change, or did it
Yeah,
change?
pardon?
What are you
we're
seeing?
seeing the black skimmer.
Where?
Okay, okay, because I accidentally did something. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I just want to make sure
there's a
you
common
still were
bird down
seeing
here
it.
also, but this was shot at Merritt Island.
Okay.
The thing this is one of my favorites for two reasons. Like I got the clarity on the bird, but it was the water itself, right? It was close to the bank, so I got all these colors coming off the reflections of the foliage in the background that you can't see. You
Yeah,
can barely see the edge of the background there. But
it's amazing reflection of the bird too.
Yeah,
oh yeah, oh
sharp
yeah.
as a tack on the reflection. Like that.
That's my doggy.
Okay, let's see. Oh, come on. There we go.
Oh
I want to say it's James again.
yeah, yeah. This is Hawaii again. This is actually a pretty famous waterfall. You have probably seen this waterfall in the Little Lagoon in a movie or on TV more than once. It's called Waimea, and it's a private park, privately owned, but open to the public for a fee. And we actually got there early before the place even opened because we wanted to get up there before the crowds arrived because this is a really popular tourist destination. And we were the first ones at the ticket counter. We went in. We actually paid one of the attendants extra to take us to the back because it's about a mile hike back to the waterfall with a golf cart. And as soon as we got there, started setting up, these two young ladies walked out in our picture, which is okay because they sort of helped the picture a little bit. But we were wanting to get it totally people free, and these were actually two of the employees there that they were having a dip before the crowds arrived.
Good
It gives
life.
you a sense of scale.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a it's a beautiful place. But about 30 minutes after this or 40 minutes after this, there'd be 20 people in the water.
Wow. Gorgeous. Oh, okay, here we got mine. This was on Miami Beach. It was pouring actually with my Q2, and I was inside actually. I think I opened the door to take this photo, and I thought it was everybody was having a good time.
Yeah,
And those guys, and I loved it. I love the joy in all of them,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, kids in water make for great photographs.
You know. Yeah, there's a couple of photos that I took of them, and I like this one because of their faces, but I think there was something else in a previous photo next to them, another photo I took of them that I liked also a lot, but this was definitely the better one. You know, let's see. And this is a photo of my friend's pool. This was taken with the Q2. My Q2 was basically my go-to camera to have with me all the time. And it just sort of reminded, I like the aesthetics of it. You know,
It is nice.
you have to, oh my God, 1 second. There we go. Again, my mind is slipping when it comes to names. Pulling out a book. Yeah, Alex Soth. It reminds me a lot of Soth. Alex Soth photographs. He does a lot of the mundane photos. He's a major photographer. Um, I tried taking a course with him, but I was denied. It would have been incredible. It was at his home in Minnesota, and he had like 15,000 people apply.
Wow.
You know, really cool guy. This was on my when I used to do my regular walks on Key Biscayne. Again, Q2. And it's the Q2, I believe, is not waterproof. Okay. I would
Well,
just
I mean,
tuck it underneath my shirt, and then I pull it out to take a photo.
I think it's more of the Q2 has waterproofing, but the Leica
Yeah,
doesn't have that,
Q3,
but
the
it's good
Q3
for.
had the waterproofing. And I
Oh,
know
okay.
Q1 definitely did not, you know.
Yeah,
And this, well, they're not really wet, okay?
That's an interesting photo there.
that is a really interesting photo. How do you get the water on top?
Because there's water on top. There's no water at the bottom. This is an art installation at the Pam Museum. It's no longer there. And basically, it's a pool. And if you look from the top down, it's water and you see the people under the water. And then you go downstairs and you go in through an entrance and then you're under the pool with there's a piece of plexiglass with like a thin layer of water on top of it.
Oh, okay.
It was so friggin' cool. I have a dozen photos of the people down there. You know, it was great art installation. Great art installation. I absolutely loved it. And this is one of the few photos where people were not taking photographs. Most of the stuff I had people with the cameras pointing up. And then, there was a line waiting for you to go in and go out, and you had to take your shoes off. That's why nobody had shoes on. You know, been a while since I have to go back to PAM, see what they have. Great museum. I sometimes have beef with them, but it's a great museum. This is another shot from looking up. This is how you would see it. But I like the geometry of it. It's not for everybody,
I like it.
you know.
And nice colors in the people on in their
Oh
outfits.
yeah, and you can see they're actually pumping water to make it ripple and everything else. And here's another one of looking at wet. It's from a series that I did of people and art together. I have several photos. This is during COVID, as you can see, because of the mask. But this is at the yes, this was at the Margulies collection. I recommend highly that and it's a projector, it's being projected up on the wall. If you have time, check them out, the Margulies collection. Uh, Call them up to see if they're open. They're closed at times, sometimes they're open. It requires a donation to their charity, which is Lotus House, which is for battered and abused women. Probably the greatest art collection in South Florida. Second to none. Not even Pam Museum has the art collection this guy has. Okay. Probably the closest one are oh my God, again, my mind slips. They used to own the brother used to own Studio 54. Um, I was just there. But it's an incredible place. It's in a warehouse district in really bad part of town. But like I said, it's a massive warehouse, uh, works of art that take up the whole room. It is really impressive, you know. And here's the one that I used AI to sharpen
Yeah,
it. You know,
it does a fairly good job. Sometimes it's goes a little bit overboard and flattening everything out, but
I'm using
particularly my wife.
Topaz AI,
Yeah.
and they have a setting there that it's like let it figure it out. And I find letting them figure it out 9 times out of 10 works very well. I worked in another photo that had a lot of motion blur, and I revisited recently trying to make it better, and I realized that my original attempt of it was perfect. That I couldn't get it any better than that, you know. But I like Topaz AI, and sometimes just use Topaz denoise actually sharpens an image really well. The denoising actually sharpens it.
Yeah, that's what I have an on one. They have they call it noise reduction, but it's also a sharpening tool at the same time.
Yeah, it seems like they have to go together. But I'm sure that Lightroom does just as good a job, but I have it, so why not use it?
Yeah.
You know?
But I would be sure that Lightroom does as good a job. So
Yeah,
Lightroom is improved, but the Topaz has been a somewhat of a reference standard for people for a while.
yeah, I don't have the latest version. I haven't upgraded to the latest version. I don't use it enough to actually justify it.
Well, at this point in time, you don't want to upgrade because they've gone to a subscription model, which can be expensive.
Only subscription, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's everybody. Everybody's going to that now.
You know, you're born and you're here. Your life is a subscription. You
Yeah, really. But amazing detail on this one, Delphin.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. That was at I think it was Wakotahachie. Did you all go to Wakotahachie yet?
I did, and I was overwhelmed. I've never been to a bird sanctuary like that. So I told Barb I took over 700 images while I was there,
Yeah.
and that doesn't include I had about another half dozen on my iPhone because the birds are so acclimated to humans. I mean, there was one guy there. He was just sitting on the edge of the boardwalk on the railing, and the boardwalk's only 4 feet wide. And I'm not. It was a wood store. I'm not used to birds letting me get within 4 feet of them. And this guy was just there, kind of just to welcome us, I guess.
Yeah, they don't give a damn about you guys. I mean, people.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like I've never been to a place quite so accustomed to people. The
Oh,
only
okay.
other one was the alligator farm in
San Agustin.
St. Augustine. Thank you, Rolando.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say St. Petersburg, but no, it's St. Augustine.
Mm.
That is the other place that is they're just as acclimated. But I think Wakotahachie probably even more so.
Yeah, it's hard to beat Waco. Well,
And
good.
then did you happen to go
Good
to
thing
Green
about
K,
Waco
Mike?
is that depending on
No.
what time of the year you go, the nesting season is successive. You know what I mean? You have certain birds that will start like in December, and then you have different birds in January, and different birds in February and March. So,
I used to go regularly, but
yeah.
if you go there again, Mike, just drive 5 minutes more and you're in Green K. It's, it's
Okay.
really just around the corner. And for a while there was wasn't it some cougars or mountain lions that had their cubs?
Buy bobcats.
Bobcats, thank you, James.
Wow.
And that was a big thing. Everybody was going there to do the Bobcats. Another great place. Not as the birds don't get as near you as in Wakotahachie, but Green Cay is bigger than Wakotahachie.
No, yeah, Brinkley's out of the boardwalk's like a mile and a half.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, if you go to one, might as well go to the other afterwards.
But
You know,
but I've always wondered about those two, right? They're probably as a bird flies, they're probably less than a half a mile apart.
right?
But you go to Waco and you've got birds nesting everywhere. You go to Green Cay and you almost very few nest. I've never figured that out.
You're right. You're right. It's like
I mean, you see
there's a lot.
birds, there's nothing like Waco though.
No, there's nothing like Waco.
It's a different experience.
It's a different experience, but Green Cay, I've gotten some really nice shots. A lot of feeding fish. I mean, birds
Yeah.
feeding at Green Cay.
Oh, well, I've got great shots at Green Cay.
Yeah.
They're expanding it, right?
Oh, they are?
Oh yeah, it's going to almost double in size.
Wow.
Wow.
But that's
The
probably
what?
maybe it's probably 2 years out for it to open up though. Yeah.
Like I said, it's great. I mean, it's fantastic, and it's in the middle of everything, you know. I mean, it is like you're surprised that those places exist in the middle of a community,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. Because the first time I went there, I'm like, where is this place? I mean, it's like there's just houses around here, and take a turn, there you are. Hmm. Oh God. Okay, we got okay, who's this one?
That's mine.
Oh, snake bird.
That's cool.
Was that at Alligator Alley? I mean Shark
Alex?
Valley, Shark Valley.
No, no, that's a Wakalahachi.
Oh, okay. That's also
Oh,
Cotahatchee.
Yeah, he was fishing right there next to.
No.
He behaved like a submarine. He goes down, he goes up, he goes down.
Yeah.
And sometimes I want to catch him with a fish in his mouth, never got a chance.
Yeah, the reason I say that we were at Shark Valley, the club was, and there was one that was like throwing fish in the air, catching it. I have a whole bunch of horrible photos of it, you know. And Barbara had great photos of it, you know. There's one in the water splashing. Sadly, the shutter speed was too slow. Actually, I may try to process that one and see if if AI can improve it. Because if it was sharp, it would be great. As it is right now, it's like half a bubble off. You know, close but no cigar. Love the photo.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
oh yeah.
That
Oh,
one is fine too.
he just missed again, huh?
No, he got it.
Did he? Oh
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he has a
I
tiny
see
little
him now.
fish.
Yeah, I take it back.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry?
I take it back. You can see the middle.
he caught the
Yeah,
fish.
he got a minnow, right? Yeah. You see all this splashing right there around the bird?
Uh-huh.
See how the water looks different? It's because there was a bank of minnows there. I mean, they were all moving this way and that way, and you can see the water moving in different ways.
Yeah, you can see the little circles.
Yeah, you can see the little circles there. That was probably millions of them.
Yeah, snack
And
time.
there were a few of these guys having a bank right there. They were having a good time.
Nice
Yeah,
shot. Nice shot.
Oh yeah.
nice shot.
He got wet.
Oh, this is mine.
That's Coral Gables?
Yeah, this is a show must go on.
Sure.
You can look at it already showered like once or twice during this festival. Just short, like 5 minute little flurry. But when these gals came on, that sky looked so bad, right? But they did their thing.
Which festival was this?
This what I don't know if they have it anymore. It was called the Hispanic Culture Festival, right there on what is it? What is it on Miracle Mile? And then they
Yeah,
call
that's
it,
Miracle Mile. Yeah, the
yeah,
city hall is
yeah. City Hall's right
right over,
behind.
right behind you, basically to the left.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I got. They may have named it something else. It's usually like in October or November. Back then they called it the Hispanic Culture Festival. This is like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah. No, they
Before
don't.
that's before
Last time
COVID.
I've seen it, when they done like the Day of the Dead festival, they're not doing it in that intersection anymore. They're doing it over by on Ponce by the new buildings that they build. There's a park there, and that's where they're moving it to. I think it's just too much traffic because that's a main thoroughfare, you know. But sadly, I missed probably one of the best Day of the Dead festivals that they had because I'm an idiot.
Uh,
I was there and I didn't want to stay.
if you like Day of the Dead, if you like that festival, the one in
Uh-huh.
Fort Lauderdale is much better than the one in Miami.
You know.
Yeah, right there on Esplanade.
Uh-huh.
the park, Esplanade, right on the river. They have a beautiful, a very large Day of the Dead festival.
Yeah, the last one I went to wasn't all that. The one prior to that, which was 2 years prior, that was amazing. That was amazing. I was there and I just decided to go home, like an idiot, you know. I already gone there and taken photographs in the area, photographs, but I didn't stay for the festival. I said because I'm an idiot.
The
Um,
show must go on.
yeah, love the sky though.
Yeah.
Great photo. Great photo. Oh, that is it. Now, I am drawing a blank for next month. Let me give it some thought, and I have Barbara send out that information. Or if anybody has any suggestions, I would have, drop me a line. I will consider it. Okay?
Okie doke.
All
Okay.
righty, guys. Uh, thank you very much. Sorry for the coffee. And take care. All right, till next time.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Take care,
Thanks,
guys.
All
Dalton.
right.
See you
Take
Okay.
care.
later.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.